Hello everyone, it's Max here, and as I've mentioned in the last couple of videos, we're going to be doing the solar setup. We don't know how far we're going to get in terms of putting this new solar panel on there, because we've got to take those things off and everything. But the batteries pretty much are gone. They're 105 amp hour lead acid batteries, and there's 4 of them. There's also a starter battery. These massive 200 amp hour lead acid AGM batteries can start a ridiculous amount of times from a cold start, it said on the website. But here they are, so we're going to be adding them on. We've only got 2 because they are massive, like literally huge. So there will also be the starter batteries, so we won't need a split charge relay, because a boat does have a split charge relay because it's got 2 banks. So we'll only have 1 battery bank. You'll have just the battery bank, and the engine will come off it, the alternator will charge it, and then you'll have all your appliances, inverter, and the solar going into it. So that's what we're thinking, just to raise the split charge, because it's also got like a massive master switch where you can select what batteries join and stuff like that. But we won't be needing any of that either. But what we're going to do is we're going to take the old batteries out, put the new batteries in, get the solar hooked up, and probably like the 12 volt appliances hooked up so we can use it and it's charging, and then we'll have time over the weekend to work out what cable is what, because I tell you, it's an utter mess down there. And none of it was labelled when we put in the solar system and the new batteries. Well, those were new at one point, but we didn't maintenance them. You're supposed to put distilled water in like every year or something. It just makes it last longer. But we didn't, and they'd totally gone dry, and then yeah. So we're going to get new ones, and AGM are maintenance free. So first thing we've done is specifically boat related, and this is you got to build a battery box because there's metal below, and you want and obviously you don't want them sliding about. So here is, well, not necessarily a box, more like a tray. So it's a bit 12mm ply with some batten around the edges. Mainly just stop them moving, because then you screw the tray down and then you can put the batteries in and they're nice and secure. And as a boat doesn't go over bumps and stuff, you can pretty much just keep them like that. They don't need strapping down, especially with the weight of them. You can't even like kick them along the floor, you actually have to lift them up and move them. So yeah, so next stage is getting out the old ones to now put in the new ones. Okay, so I haven't recorded much, and that is simply because you'll see. So this is the mess we've made so far. We took out an absolute ton of wiring loom, like absolutely a pile that was totally unnecessary. Wires were filling this wall, yeah, and now wires do not fill that wall, as you can see. So we got the starter motor, which is the big orange cable, and the big black cable that you can't see because it's black in the darkness. And then we've got the alternator going on there, that other cable there, and then the charge controller comes down, and that is that cable. And then we join in 2 batteries, and then there's a bilge pump just in case there's like a water leak or something, and it'll pump it out the side. So yeah, good to have that hooked up just in case. So this is like a blue 3-pin 240 volt socket that you can input, and then this is our kind of 240 volt system. So it's plugged into itself at the moment, but this is the plug for this multi-way, and then this plug goes into our trip switch, which then goes to the 240 of the boat, which is just all paralleled in and just goes along. But basically, if you want to use the blue socket on the outside, you plug it into here, because that's where this goes. If you want to use the inverter, you plug the socket into the inverter, and what we've been using is this just a standard kind of extension reel for ages now. But we shouldn't need that. Hopefully we'll be able to use the inverter again because we've got some decent batteries. So they're the two batteries there. The batteries were like in a long orientation before, going all the way back. There's 4 leisure batteries and a starter battery at the back, whereas now these are starter batteries as well, as I mentioned earlier. Here we've got 14.4 volts. It's full. So yeah, so the charge controller is saying yep, it's full. We're going to put the new charge controller here for the panels. Next thing we're going to do is hook up the inverter though, and then tomorrow we'll probably hook up the new charge controller and maybe try and get the engines turned over, test it on the new batteries. So yeah, that's a pretty much. It's a weird thing. All the appliances, this fuse box goes down, as you can see, like the cables. No, you can't see, but there is cables there, and they go down, and then they go to the starter motor and the alternator, and then it uses the starter motor and alternator cables to power the electrics. So it's a bit of a backwards weird way of doing it. There was like tens of cables just running up and down here. There's a roof solar connector that was broken and never used. Split charge relay, which, yeah, there was that meter that didn't work just there, and there was like all of those cables hooked up, which is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus like 6, 7, 8, 9, pretty much 10 cables coming out the back of there, going up, back and forth to the starter battery, to the leisure batteries. It was a mess. So we've really simpled it down now to pretty much anyone, and it's all nice and labelled, so anyone can come here and goes, okay, that's that, I need that. Okay guys, so we got all the inverter and everything hooked up. It's working. We're at 13.8 volts, and all covers are back on, and tomorrow we'll be trying to install the new charge controller. So I know this hasn't been much of a helpful video, but it's just what I'm doing, and obviously I'm doing a video a day, so I'm going to have to get this edited today too. But if you enjoyed the video, hit the like button. Tomorrow we should be doing in charge controller, so that should be a simple charge controller install, and maybe I'll video that. So yeah, if you did like the video, I appreciate a thumbs up. If you want to ask any questions about this whole setup, because I know it's just I've been working it out as I go along, and there's a lot there, so if you want to know anything, then drop a comment down below to ask me, and I'll be happy to answer. And click the subscribe button if you're not subscribed, thank you very much, and hit the bell icon, because then you'll know when I upload my next video, which will be tomorrow. So I'll see you then.